All right, so let's go through this paper one by one. Okay, question one. Okay. What's the value of the digit 3? Oh, okay, this is simple. Simplest form. Okay, everything is good. Okay, this is a net. This question is not included in your upcoming PSLE, but anyway, you get it correct. Oh, what's wrong with this? So the solid field make up of 1 cm that are glued together. So if the solid is painted red, what's the total surface area of solid that's painted red? Okay, good. So this is what I call the strategy is important. So how do you do this question? Okay, so first thing first. So so what is the total surface area of a solid that's painted red? Okay, so what you need to do is you need to have a strategy. So the strategy is, so you just, let's say if you start with this, okay, let's say you start with this, you have one, so this is the first cube. Of course, this is the second, then this is the third, and this is the fourth, and of course you still have the fifth one, which is below the third. Okay, so this is, you still have the fifth one below the third one. Okay, so only after this, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have the 5 cubes, then you go one by one. So for the first cube, so count how many surfaces. Okay, how many surfaces are painted red? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then of course the other one is not painted red, so 5 of them. Okay, and then for the second one, okay, for the second one is 1, 2, 3, the below one, 4. Okay, so 4 of them. And then of course this piece 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. Yes, 5. Then continue the fourth one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, for the fifth one, the top one is, okay, the top one is not painted, then the left also not painted, the right is painted, so the below is painted, so right is painted, below is painted, then the front is, then the back is painted, so 3. So you have this 10, 19, then 22. Okay, so you have 22. Yeah, so you have 22. Okay, okay. So actually okay, the if you want to do it, more systematically, or the way to do it is, so for every cube, so let's say you have the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So for every cube, right, you have 6 surfaces in total. Then you just have to eliminate. You can actually eliminate the one that is not, or you can eliminate the one that is not painted. So let's say for the first one, which is this. Okay, if you look at this, right, just count. The way to count is up, down, left, right, and then of course front and back. Okay, if you follow this, then it's harder to make mistakes. So let me just take this as an example. Okay, so front is painted red. The back is not painted red, so no. Left, painted red. Right, good. Top, up, yes. Down, yes. So therefore you get 5. Okay, so for this, let me just do one more just to show you the way I look at it, the way I do the question. So let's say for the fifth cube, which is the one that is hidden below. So total you have up, down, left, right, then front and back. Okay, so for the fifth one, the front one is covered, so not painted red. The back one, okay, the back one is exposed. The left one is covered here, so it's also not painted. The right side is exposed. The up here is covered. The down here is exposed. That's why I get 3 for the 5th cube. Okay, so this is the strategy you use if you are asked to count the painted surfaces. Okay, so this is just one of the many common questions you will be asked. Okay, so you have to use this strategy. Okay, list them down first, list them down, and then of course count the surfaces. I mean, eliminate the surfaces one by one. Okay. Symmetrical. Symmetrical is pretty easy. So you just have to symmetrical means if you have a triangle here, so you need to have a triangle here. Okay. So for this one to be symmetrical, this one is not, then this one is not, this one is also not, then this one, which angle you look at it is symmetrical? The answer is 3 here, right? So how do you cut this? Do you cut it this way? No, this way you cannot. So this way, cannot. So if you do it here this way, okay. So, okay, good. Okay, so basically you have to, what you need to do in this case to find the line of symmetry, right? You have to test with different angles, okay? So this diagonal one, and then with this diagonal one, then you start to see it is symmetrical, okay? Then what about this way? We change the color. This way is, okay. This way is, oh, it's not, okay? If I go for the orange one, it's not. Yeah, because of this part. Yeah, this part. I'm saying this part. This part. Sorry. This part. You will see that there's nothing here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is the line of symmetry. Okay. Next, of course, this part also. Yeah. If this is the line of symmetry you're looking at. Okay. Next, 10. Okay, this question is very simple. So this is a quadrant. So write down 1/4 times the circle. Okay, 11 is okay, 12 is okay. Yep. So for this is also quite simple. You have a quadrant here. Okay. Oh, okay. So just want to just to emphasize once again. So if you manage to find out the angle here, so let's say this angle is x. Okay. So the angle over 360. So this is the angle ratio. We talked about this concept last time, but just want to emphasize here once again, since we are doing this. So the angle ratio is actually equal to the, it is equal to the this is the length of the arc. So the length of this one over the 2 pi r, which is the perimeter of the entire circle. So the ratio of the area of this, so area of this thing is over area of the circle. Okay, so if I need to change this, I will change to the perimeter of the circle. Okay, get it? So basically the concept here is the angle ratio is actually equal to the length ratio which is also equal to the area ratio. Okay, can? So please remember this concept. Okay. Do you know what I'm talking about? Can you remember this? That's good. Okay. So please remember this. Angle ratio is equal to the length ratio is also equals to the area ratio. Okay. You might need to use this concept next time as well. Okay. Question 14. Good. Okay. Question 15. So over here, what it says. So serious number. Okay. A black frame was used to cover exactly 4 square. Okay. The sum of the 4 number covered in the table below is 44. So this is 44. So they add up. So let's say you let it be XY. Okay. So it looks like XYZ. It's not enough. So I just use ABC. A, B, C, D. And then A plus B plus C plus D is 44. That's what I know. Next, Mabel puts the black frame on 4 other squares of the table. Okay. The sum of the 4 numbers is 100. What's the largest correct reference? Okay. Let me read this. Let me read this once again, because the question is I have a problem understanding the question. You know, it shows part of a series number arranged as a pattern. So P. Okay, 13, 10. Okay. The black frame was used to cover exactly 4 square on the table. So this is the black frame. The sum of the 4 number covered in the table below is 44. So Mabel puts the black frame on 4 other squares of the table. The sum of the 4 numbers is 100. What's the largest number that is covered by the frame? So are you okay? I just make a guess first. Are you saying this is 7, 8, then 14, and 15? So I need to see if they add up to 44. So yeah, no, they don't add up to 44. Do they add up to 44? Let me see. 15, 15. Oh yes, they add up to 44. Okay, so this one, they add up to 44. Okay, so the pattern continues. What's the pattern? The pattern is you use this black frame to cover the next. So the next is so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means 9. Okay, so that means this is the seventh column. Okay, so you cover the 8th and the 9th column, right? So this is, imagine this is your first column. You just count. Yeah. So this first. So let me. This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Yeah, good. So the 8th and the 9th, it gets covered. So hey, hold on. Okay, so the 8th will be 16, and this will be 17, right? Then this is your 16. This is your 17, then 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, then 22, 23, 24. Then let's figure out this is what. This is not 100, but this is what. Let me just figure it out. This is 33 plus 47. So this is what? 80. Right? This is 80, right? Is this the pattern, by the way? What do you think? Is this the pattern? Yep, it's always 7, 7. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I mean the difference. Yeah. So the difference is always 7. So but the thing they cover, right? The thing they cover. So what I can get is what's the largest number that is covered by the frame. So let's say if you have this knowledge, the difference is 7, right? So basically you can actually test. So let's say you choose 35 as this. So if this 35, so this has to be 28, right? And then this has to be 27. They are next to each other. So then has to be 34. Okay. So um so let me use my calculator here. So 27 plus 28 plus 34 plus 35 is 124. So if you guess this is 35, the largest, right? What's the largest number that's covered by the frame? So the largest is 35, or push the black one for other square. Hold on, 35. Okay, so 35 cannot be, right? Okay, because based on this, 35 cannot be. Then you test. Let's test 30. So this is 30, this is 23. Then this has to be 22. Then this has to be 729. Okay, so 22 plus 23 plus 29 plus 30. 104. So this one also does not work out. Okay, so 29. So this is a trial and error. Okay, it looks to be the case. Why? Because these two add up to 50, and then these two add up to 50. Then you get 100. So that's why the answer is 2. Okay, can? Okay, good. This is a very good question. This is another way to test you the number pattern concept. Okay. Next. Okay, booklet B. Oh, everything is good here. Then 20 is also good. 21. So next, this is the net question. No need, not tested actually. Okay, last month, this one should be okay, what? Okay, first thing first, this is a transaction question. Okay, why? Give. Okay, so transaction question, what I like to use the branch method. Okay, so how much did she give to her mother? So that means basically, you are saying you did not answer the question. Okay, it's okay. So let me just use let me use the branch method. Okay, so and I can see that whether 1500 is the answer. So gave 50% of salary to her mother. So J, give a 50%. 50% is half. So you need to be very good with this conversion between percentage to fraction and then fraction to decimal. So half of J to mother. Okay. Then of course half J left. Then she spent 20% of it. So 20% of it. Okay, so 50% of salary. She spent 20% of it. This it, right? This it is her salary, not the remaining. So you need to be careful. So her salary. So instead of writing this down, I still need to add one more branch. 20% is 1/5. So this is spent. Okay, so you have 50%, 20%. Of course, this is 30% left, right? So her spending was $300 less than her savings. Okay, good. So because of this statement, what you realize is her spending. So her spending is which one? Her spending is this one, 1/5 J. Her saving. So her saving is what? 30%. Okay. So 30% is 3/10 J. So the difference between these two is $300. Okay. So you just have to figure out the difference of this is equal to 300. With this, then you can find out J. So you will realize is this. So J is 3K. Okay. So how much did she give to her mother? So 3K, you still have to times the half. Okay. So that's the reason why. Okay. The reason why I asked you to do it this way, right? Okay. The benefit of it is once you have written down this branch, let me get this to the PowerPoint. I'm also telling you the benefit of using the branch method. Let me get it to the PowerPoint. So you are not the only student who missed out the divide by 2 or miss you never read the question in the sense. Actually, you cannot blame like you cannot read you did not read the question. So let me tell you how it works. Can you help me clear this your handwriting first? Yeah, thank you. So what I'm trying to say is if you have done it this way, like using the branch method, right? Using the branch method. So what, because you have written down to mom, spending, and left, right? So you have written down these words here. So what you need to do after writing down the branch is you just need to read the question and give the answer to the question. Okay. So over here, the question says she give to her mother, right? So if you read the question, give to her mother. So you just read the branch here. Which component of this branch refers to give to mother? This is the one. So with this, then you will use half times the 3K. That's the reason why I say you should use the branch method. Okay, so compare this to your method. You will get the answer, but you tend to miss out the details. Let me tell you why you tend to miss out the detail. Let me get this over also. So this is called you need to have a good habit. Okay, so this is your work, right? So what I realized about your work here, so basically this is okay, your work here, this is very common among students. What is so common among students in this like this working is you have not written down any statement. Okay, so when you don't have any statement, right, you don't even know what are all this. You basically you don't know what are all this. Okay, okay, so when you have no statement here, right, when you have no statement for this or everything here, right, you tend to find the 100%, and then you tend to stop at this. Because usually our mind is so hardwired, okay? We just find the 100% and we stop. I don't know why. That's our human mind. Okay? It's just like when you see fire, you will try to stay away. Okay, not like you see fire, you want to jump into the fire. No, so that's called human reaction. Okay, so that's the reason why I suggest you to use the branch method. So let's say you use the branch method, what you have is all this. Or of course, you need to write down to mom. I have this habit of writing down all this, the statement. I don't just write down this part. I write down the statement here also, and then this is called spent. Okay, let me just write down anything because it doesn't matter. I just want to make sure I want to bring out bring out this point to you is I write down the statement. Okay, so after writing down all this, right? Okay, after writing down all this, I know what is J already. Let's say J happened to be 100K. Okay, and then I read the question. The question asks for, let's say the question asks what is left. You know what I will do? I will not stop at here because clearly, the left is this component. So I will continue to find out 3/5 times 100K to find out what is left. Okay, I will not stop at J equals to 100K. Okay, or what if the question change? Let's say the question changed to how much is spent? How much is spent? Okay, so if the question asks how much is spent, right? Same thing. I will not stop at J equals to 100K because whenever I read the question, how much is spent? So I will come here and I will read, where is the spent? This is the spent. So if this is the spent, I read is 1/5 J. Then I will continue. 1/5 J times 100K. And then I will get this answer. Then I will answer the question. So that is the benefit. That's why I say the benefit of using this method. Okay, you have the statement here to guide you. Okay, in order for you not to make mistake. Okay, same thing when you do those questions, like let's say you are asked to find the area of this figure. Okay, so when you keep writing, let's say this is 5 cm, this is a square. Okay, let's say this is 7 cm. You know what we tend to do? We tend to do 5 times 5. This is 25 cm square. And then of course, this is, then you know this is 7, right? Then what you do is you always do the pi r square first, right? So if you 22 over 7, then times r square is 7 times 7. And then you just quickly do 22, so it's 154 cm square. And you know what? Then you forget to divide then you just write 25 plus 154. And then 25 plus this is what? 179 cm square. And then you tend to, this is the answer. Okay. You know what I could have done? What I could have done is, okay, I write down the square. Okay, I look at the square, right? 5 times 5, 25 cm square. And then I also write down the shape. Oh, this is a quadrant. Okay, good. So I write down 1/4 times circle. Then of course I will continue 1/4 times pi r square. Then I will keep put in the pi and then what? 7 square. Then I will use my calculator. So 1/4 of this is 1/4 of 154 is divided by 4, 3/8 cm square. Right? Of course, you can use the calculator. Then after that, I will use 25 plus 38. Okay, so I want you to see this is my way of doing things. This is common. So you just compare these two, right? Okay, the difference is not much, but if you do it this way, you split them. Okay, you split them, then you will score step by step. Plus, you will not forget the 1/4. Okay, same thing for just now the question. Okay, for this question, if you do it my way, this is my way. Okay, so you tend not to give j equals to 100K and you stop. Okay, because if you read the question, how much is spent, then you will come to the branch here and pick this and give it to the question. Okay, so I really want you to understand. Okay, my way and your way. Your way you can figure out the answer, but you tend to make careless mistake. Okay, because I think this is not the first time I see you make you missed out. Okay, so if you tend to make mistake because you never read the question right, then you should adopt this practice. This is my practice. You should adopt this practice because this practice, the branch is so clear cut. To mom is this, spend is this, left is this, total is this. So what you want, I always ask what the question want. I just pick from my branch. Same thing. If you go back and we go back to the table method. So let's say this is class A, this is class B. So this is the students per row. Okay, so let's say this is the number of row. Then this is the total students. Okay, if I use this method, right, you know what will happen? So basically I filled up. Let's say the student per row is 8. Student per row is 7. Number of row, I don't know. U. So this is 2U. So this is going to be 8U. This is going to be 14U. So I have this table already. Okay. So let's say I go ahead and find out U is equal to 50, right? So let's say I don't know what the question is asking, but let's say the question asks for how many rows are there in A and B. Okay, so I read the question. The question is asking for how many rows are there in A and B, right? Basically, I will circle these two. This two is what? This two is 3U. So 3U is 3 times 50. So the answer is 150. Okay, so some students, they never use it, they never use this method. Okay, then they just find out U is equal to 50. So they don't care. They don't care what the question is asking. They stop at U equals to 50. Then they answer 50 rows. Then this is the mistake. This is the mistake. It's not 50 row, right? If you have used this method, you can clearly see they ask for how many rows in A and B. So I circle these two. These two add up is 3U. So you will get 150 rows. You understand the benefit of having this thing or not? This is called the table, and then this is called a branch. Okay, you get it? So I want you to embrace the diagrams. I call these diagrams. Okay, with the diagram, you can just look at the diagram and then answer the question. Not like, oh, your this. Okay, I look at your this stuff, right? Let's say if they ask for spent. Let's say they ask for spent. I don't know which one I should pick. I don't know which one I should pick. Seriously, or I'm not sure whether I should continue to figure out or not. Right? But with this, the branch, they ask for spend, right? Let's say they ask for spend. Spend is here, right? So I know, oh, it's only 1/5 J. 1/5 J, okay, 1/5 J times the J. Okay, so please start to have a good habit. Okay, start to have good habits. Good habits can help you avoid many careless mistakes, especially when you are hitting the 90 plus already. So in order to get 100 plus, you need to have good habits. Okay, good habit is important. Because our goal is different already. Our goal is to achieve, aim for perfection, close to perfection. So that's why I want you to adopt good habits. Okay. Next, so bananas are sold at this per 100 gram. If this bunch of banana costs this, okay, fine, it's mass. Okay, good. So this is very simple. So this is 100 gram. So they ask, so 3.6 is here. So they ask, what's the gram here? So this is called proportionality. Proportionality. Okay. Okay, this is a pie chart. No need actually, but somehow you get correct, which is good. 27. Draw and label triangle by completing the square. No attempt. Any idea why? No attempt. This is north, so this is south, this is what? West, this is east. So somewhere here. The point is somewhere here, this area. Let me make it small. So the point is somewhere here. Okay, so just make BAC. So make sure that this is 30. Okay, make sure this is 30. I don't have a projector with me, so just make sure this is 30. Then draw and label triangle C by computing. Point. Okay, then draw. So any point here that you form is 30. So let's say what's by point A, point C is west, and BAC is 30. Okay, so basically you can, if any point, let's say you already make sure that this is 30, right? Let's say this is 30. So your job is to any point here will do. Okay, let me use a different color just to differentiate. Yeah, good. Okay, so let's say this is 30. You already found out this is 30. Use your projector. So any point will do. You put the C here also can. Okay, you put the C here also can. So basically, right, for this question, there is no fixed answer. Okay, for this question, there is no fixed answer. Okay, you get it? Can? For this question, there is no fixed answer. Hello, are you still there? Hello, student. Okay, good. Because cannot see your face also. It's like I'm talking to the curtain or your ceiling. At least show your face. Oh. Okay, I don't know what you are writing. But anyway, there is no fixed answer for this question now. As long as it's 30 degree. Okay. Help me clear your handwriting. Thanks. Okay, good. Okay, this one is good. 29 good. Then 30 also good. Okay, so for paper one, yep. So what we learned from paper one is please have good habits. Okay, good habits. Okay, so that you don't make unnecessary mistakes. Okay, paper two. First question. James had a piece of wire which is this long, so he formed a triangle with sides measuring BCM, 3 BCM, and then the design with part of the wire. Okay, so just any. So let's say this is B, this is 3B, and this is 20. With part of the wire, he used the remaining. So the okay, so 17B long. So the remaining is what? The remaining is 7B minus 4B minus 20. So you end up with 13B minus 20. So this is the remaining. Okay. Yes. Then to form a rectangle of length 3B. So you need to form a rectangle of 3B. So the rectangle is 3B here, 3B here. So if B is equal to 8, what was the breadth of the rectangle? So this is 8. So it's 13 minus 20 of times 8 first. Okay. So it's 104 minus this 84. So then this is 24. This is 24. Then total up 48. So 84 divided minus this is 36 divided by 2. So what was the breadth of the rectangle? Isn't it 18? Let me double check. So the answer 18 is wrong. Am I right? So what is the answer in the answer answer sheet. What's the answer given by the answer sheet? No answer. Oh, okay, then never mind. So according to the calculation here, so this is 104, yeah, so this question is correct. Oh, okay, good. Next. Okay, this good. Okay, so if the unit is not given, just give them unit. What if? What if I write? Are you saying your spelling is wrong? Yeah, so your step, that means sticker should be this one, right? Then you say yours, you are writing this, right? Then okay lah. So okay, so they already have stickers here and you still spell the stickers wrongly, then you seriously deserve to be penalized. Okay, they already have the spelling here for you already, my student. Why you're so cute? Okay, that means you don't even know how to copy. Okay, if you don't know how to copy, you deserve to get yeah, you deserve to be penalized. Okay, so remember, they give you the spelling. Oh, and of course, if they ask you, let's say this is a rhombus, this is a rhombus, and then they ask you to what figure is this? What figure is this, right? I remember last time you need to spell out is parallelogram, right? And then your parallelogram is wrong, right? So it's wrong. Spelling wrong is wrong. Oh, so you need to go and memorize all the the common the names of common shapes. Oh, so it's not much, but you still have to memorize. Okay. This one front view. How come? How come so? Front view is 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2。有错吗？你的 front view 有错吗？1, 2, 3, then 1, 2，没有错啊。Oh, okay. Here. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, because I see this one. Yeah, I see here cross. I don't know why cross. Draw the front. Oh, I need, okay. Okay, let me just be more particular about this. So okay, they ask you to draw, right? Draw means, you know what is the meaning of draw? Draw means you need to shade. You need to shade the, yeah, I mean, you need to be particular, okay? You don't anyhow just do this. Okay, of course, during our practice, it's okay. But when you really to do, right, you need to shade these, I call it the shade the squares fully, okay? Similar to the answer, the old, what was it? Optical answer sheet, like ask you to, question 1, and this is A, B, C, D, and then you need to use a 2B to shade, right? You need to shade the full circle, that kind of thing. So strictly speaking, you need to learn to shade, okay? 可以吗？ So learn to shade full next time. Oh, I scared I scared you are so used to this way of doing things during the exam you also do it like this. Then it's GG already. Okay, good. Next, because these days we have to touch up on all the those small little details already. Okay, things like this, the unit. Oh, because now we are aiming more than 95%. Okay, if you are not aiming for 90 and above, I think all the small little things we can ignore, but we are aiming for that. So every small little detail we have to pay attention to. Okay. Good. So of course, if you tell me, what if I write 8 students, then you deserve it to be penalized, or because Strictly speaking, 8 students. So please pay attention about all these small little things. Okay, good. So in exam, you just cross it out and then just write the 67 here and then right here. So no such thing. Okay, Bernard spend this and then of course you spend the remaining what fraction of this money. Okay, good. Okay, so once again, let me tell you this is a transaction question. Okay, so for transaction question, you need to use, I encourage you to use the branch. So for Bernard, spend 2/5, right? 2/7, I'm sorry. So this is spent on food. Just briefly write down the statement. So 2/7 left. And half of this, so half of this is half of this on what? Rice. Then of course, half of this is left. Okay, good. So with this branch, right? So I just need to read the question. What fraction of his money did he spend on the sack of rice? So I'm reading this. 8 rice, I'm sorry. So I'm just trying to tell you the benefit of having the branch or this diagram. So they are asking for the fraction of the money spent on sack of rice here. Right? Then you can quickly just 5/40. Right? They ask for fraction. 为什么是 4 啊 I thought it's 5. This one 吗？对吗？ I don't know why you get 4. Okay, should be 5. Next, if he was left with $20, so $20 is where? $20 is here. So what I'm going to do is, this is what? This is 5/14b is equal to 20. So b is equal to 4 times. I mean, I just need to figure out 20 divided by this 5/14. 4 times this is 64. So b is 64. So I just write down 64 here. So what the question is asking, how much money did Bernard have at first? At first, that means I should be reading at this. So that's why I write 64. Okay, so that's the reason why I want you to use the branch method. Okay, because with the branch method, they ask for at first, you just read here to them. If they ask at last, let's say at last, 最后, then you pick this and give it to them. So what is this? This is 5/14 times b, right? So b is 64. I just put it here. So left $20. Okay. Or what if they ask for spend on food? Then you just give it to them. 27b is 64. So this is smart. Yes. So 64 divided by 7. 64 divided by 7 can or not? Can divide or not? Cannot, right? Round off, right? Yeah, let me round off. So 2 times 64 divided by 7. Yeah, round off. So it's 18.2. Do I get a round up or round down? Round up. Okay. So that's the reason I really want all my students to use the branch method. Okay. The reason for it is, once you have drawn this diagram, okay, let's say you have drawn this diagram and somehow your answer is wrong, but your diagram is correct. At least you might, let's say your diagram is correct, you hope you might get 1 mark. Better than 0. 可以吗? So I really want you to play safe. Okay. So the safest way to guarantee marks is use the branch method, use the table method. All right. Okay. And somehow it helps you. It gives you a very clear overview. This is the clear overview of the question. Okay. Okay. Can you help me clear this handwriting? Yeah. Thanks. Okay, question 9. Question 9, what is it? Question 9, cannot put part in a quiz. I have to answer in the quiz. I thought this is each. What do you think? Each. Table method. Have you thought of this table method? Or you use the table method already, but still you get it wrong? Some more. This is a yes or no? This is what's this? Maybe. Huh? You use the table method and you still get it wrong? No. Okay. First thing first. No. So you never think of the table method. Okay, then you deserve to be wrong. Then you deserve to be wrong. Okay. Because like I say, the number one thing for you is you need to be able to identify the type of question. Okay. So this is, they have the word each already. So it's pretty clear cut. So each, think of this table method. Okay. Can you attempt it right now and see if you can get the answer? So you attempt it on a piece of paper first, and then you just write the answer over here. Yeah, attempt it on a piece of paper first. Oh, do I have a faster way to clear all this? Okay, okay, clear that first. Nice. Let me get this question to the PowerPoint. Oops. Wrong. So have you found the answer? Not yet. So you want to go through the question together, or you want to attempt it first? Not means what? You want to attempt or don't want to attempt? Or just want to? Yes. Okay. How come your handwriting is getting worse? Okay. So let's create the table first. Okay, let me create the table first. No mood. No 什么 cannot read. I try, still cannot get. Oh, okay. I try my. I try myself first. Okay, good, good, good. Go ahead, try yourself first. But please use the table method, okay? Because I think if you can use the table method, then you should be able to get it. One six eight for, so you get 168 and 24. Yeah. Can you check against the answer sheet? Good. So you get it right, right? Okay, good. So okay, so yeah, like I say, you have to be all right. So you have learned the branch method, which is for transaction questions. Can you help me out and clear your handwriting? And of course, you also have learned the table method from me. This is for the each number total question, right? So you have learned these two methods from me. So please use them, okay? Use them religiously, okay? Like have faith in it, believe in it, and believe in it will help you score, okay? And I think there are some of the good habits you can have also. Okay, so before we continue, let's take a brief break, 5 minute break, then we come back and then we continue the rest of the questions. Okay. Okay, good. So Hello, I'm back, my student. Let me know when you're back. "我回来了." Are you there? Okay, good. So basically number one, okay, in fact, right, we have discussed this type of question before. Okay, so what you need to do is create the table first. Okay, now of course you have the correct answer, and you also have the wrong answer. And of course, if they want to make it slightly harder, they can also have the no answer. Okay, so this is called score per question. And this is number of questions. And of course, it's total score. Okay, then of course, for this question, 5 marks were awarded for each correct. So 5 marks plus 5, plus 5. And then 2 marks were deducted for each wrong, so -2. There are questions that says if you don't answer, that means you don't answer, you leave it blank, answer. Don't answer means blank, you get 0. Okay, so this is, but for this question, right, this is called negative marking. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, for this kind of question, right, I mean this quiz, right, you will get negative marks. Okay, you have not heard of, right? You have not heard of, right? Because I think in your life so far, okay, in your life so far, every paper you have taken so far, the lowest mark is 0, right? Right? Basically, the lowest mark you can get is 0. But for this type of question, this quiz, okay, you can get negative. Okay, so yeah, so I just want to point this out to you. Okay, so therefore, with this understanding over here, no answer is, so they never talk about this. So I never eat. So you don't need this row also. Can you help me clear your this handwriting? Thank you. So you don't need the last row. Let me clear your handwriting. Okay, good. Then it says what? Total you have 70 questions. Okay, good. So let's say if you answer U questions correct, so 70 minus U wrong, right? And then the total score is 5U here, and the total score for this is minus 140. Minus 2 times -2 is plus 2U. Okay, so with this, then you continue to answer question. Score a total answer. So basically 5U plus 2U minus 140 is your 182. Therefore, 7U is 322. So U is equal to 446. Yes. Okay, 46. What's the difference between, yes, so basically right now I have this table already. I also have this U equals to 46. My job is to look at the question and give the answer to the question. What's the difference between his greatest possible score and his actual score. So his actual score is how much? His actual score is 182, right? Okay, 182 is his actual score. So what is the best greatest possible score? Ma? Okay, best score means you just need to look at how many questions are there. So 70 questions are there. The best is all correct, right? So all correct is 350. So you take 350, you minus the 182. Am I right? So is this the way to look at this question? Okay. So what I'm trying to say is for part A, right? You don't even need to use this table method. You should have get the answer correctly. Okay. But how many questions did he answer wrongly? So I should pick this. So this is 70 minus u. So I just take 70 minus the 46. So it's 24. Okay. So that's the reason why I want you to use the table method, because when you have the table method, it's very clear already after you have filled up the table. And then you just read the question, they say what? Wrongly answer question. So wrongly answer question is here. So 70 minus u, so 70 minus the 46. So you will not stop at the 46 here. A lot of students, they might stop at 46. But with this table, you will not stop at 46. You will continue to find out 70 minus 46. That's 24. Of course, for this kind of calculation, try not to use mental calculation. Use your calculator. All right? Next. So this is the tab question. Okay, so for the tab question, you have two methods to solve it. Number one, proportionality. Then number two is the rate times the time is equal to the work done. In this case, the work done is the volume of water filled. Okay, so since you get it correct, so I'm not going to discuss it also. Okay, over here, let's do you get this correct? Okay, never mind. So let's skip this question first because our speed time question is not covered. So we look at other question first. Okay, we look at other question first. The figure below shows, okay, this is a very common question. Okay, so the water is filled here first, then the leftover will be filled here. Yeah, first part also wrong. Find the capacity of the flower vase, give your answer in liter. Quite okay, right? So what's that? The top container is the form of cube. This is a cube, so this is 8. So that means if this is 8, this is 10, right? Yeah. So you just have to find the volume for each. So let's say this is the volume of the cube. Then this is the volume of the cuboid. Okay. So this is what? The cube is 8 times 8 times 8. Then this one is what? 24 times 12 times 10. And then in the end, you just need to add. Oh, of course. In fact, they want you to give your answer in liter, right? So what you could have done is, so instead of, so you just figure out this first. So let me figure it out. 8 times 8 times. So this is 512. This is cm cube. So you change it to milliliter. Is same conversion. It's the same thing, 1 to 1. And of course, you change to liter, you divide by 1000, so you get 0.512. Okay, then for this, yeah, just use your calculator. And this is 24 times 12 times 10. Yeah, so 2880. So this is a cm cube to milliliter, same conversion, 1 to 1. So to liter is 2.88. So it's 2.88. Then you just add these two up. So should be 3.39, right? Yeah, 3.39. I don't know where you get your 2 from. Okay, I don't have the 2, right? 有吗？ 3.392， 有嘞， yeah, 有嘞。 Okay, so it should be 3.392. Yeah. So what's your answer, by the way? I mean, what's the correct answer in the answer sheet? Can you help me check? It should be 3.392 liter. Correct. Then your answer is also correct. Oh, yeah. You need to answer the question is in liter, liter, liter. So you need to read the question. No? Oh, yeah. I say you need to read the question. Okay. So you basically you did not read the question. Okay. Okay, good. 13, 13. Okay, very good. 14, then selling. Okay, but this is a transaction question, right? Why? Selling. Okay. Okay, so do you want to reattempt this question before we look at it together? This is a transaction question. So transaction question, I encourage you to use branch. Okay, I'll let you try it out first. Then you write the answer here, and then I will verify whether you get the correct answer. Do it on a piece of paper first. $56. 5 to 6 or 56? Okay, can you check if your 5 to 6 answer is correct? So is 5 to 6 correct? Okay, good. So your answer 5 to 5, 6 to 5. Oh, okay. Most likely you are okay. Once again, you did not read the question, or that's why you get this. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, so let me use the branch method. Okay, so Farmer Brown had a total, okay, so 40. So basically you have duck. So geese is 40 minus D. I'm not going to use the G. Okay, I want to use 40 minus D because if I can use one letter, just D, I'm not going to use two letters. If I can use, if I can do without any letter, I will do without any letter. So try not to use many letters. Okay. So once I get this already, I will branch out. After selling 29 of them, 29 of them, I don't know the 29 is which one. So I know they add up to 29. So let's say X here, let's say Y here. So I know I'm not going to use Y because if I use Y, that means I'm going to have many letters. So I have 29 minus X. So this is sold. This is sold, right? Then of course you have D minus X left. Then you have this, okay? 40 minus D minus 29 plus X left. Okay, this is the first round. And the ratio of the number of ducks sold, which is this, and compared to this is 4-1. Okay, so in fact, right? In fact, I could have used this, but after reading the question, I realized it's better for me to do it this way. Let me show you. So this is U, this is going to be, okay, this is for U, and then this is curving U. Because they say the ratio is 4-1, right? So then for U, this is U. So yeah, so I'm going to get this. This is so, and this is so. Okay, so I think this approach is better because I can quickly get the answer. Okay, so so therefore that means this is what the ratio the number of that left. Oh, okay. So this is not U. This is 29 minus 4U because they add up to 29, right? So therefore, I still have to change this to 40 minus D minus 29 plus 4U. Okay, so this to this is 4-1, right? So 4U over D minus 4U is 4-1. So with this, right, let me get this into the PowerPoint. Yeah, this one. So you get 4U over this D minus 4U equals to 4-1. So 4-1 is actually 4. And then of course, your 4U is equal to your 4D minus 16U. How do I get this? You can see this one as 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3, right? The 4 is the 3, and then your this is your 2. So 4U is your 6. Okay, so therefore if you do this, it means 4U is your 6, right? And then so 6 is equal to what? 6 is equal to 3 times 2. 3 times 2. Okay, so 6 is equal to 3 times 2. So 4U similarly, okay, I already jump step. Okay, let me not jump step. So 4U is equal to 4 times the D minus 4U. Okay, okay. So therefore, let me continue. 4U is equal to 40 minus 16U. So 4U plus 16U is equal to 40. So 20U is equal to 40. Then with this divide by 4, you realize that 5U is equal to D. Okay, 5U is equal to D. 可以吗? Okay, so good. So you can quickly replace. This is 5U. So this is 5U. Okay, this is U. this is 4u. Then, yep. So this will be 29 minus 4u. Okay, so with this, you just have to find out, this is your 5, okay, d is 5u. So you can simplify this one, which is 40 minus 5u minus 29 plus 4u. This will give you, this one minus 29 is 11. Then this one is minus u. This is the left. Okay. So what they say the ratio of the number of geese sold means this. So this is 29 minus 4u. Number of geese left is 11 minus u. It's actually 3 to 2. So I just continue with this one. Let me get this to the next slide. Okay, so how do I do this? Okay, how do I do this? You can actually see it as this. So same thing, 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. You can actually see this as 1.5. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, right? Okay, so now what you can do is your 1.5 is your 3, right? Then of course your this 11 minus u is your 2. And of course your this is your 6. So if you make use of this simple example, 6 is equal to 3 times 2. So similarly, your 29 minus 4u is 1.5 times 11 minus u. Okay? Right? Yeah. Okay, do you understand? Do you understand this? I'm making use of this. Okay, good. Now, let's open the bracket and solve the question. So it's 29 minus 4u. So 1.5 times this is, need to use a calculator. 16.5 minus 1.5 here. So I just rearrange. So I will get 29 minus 16.5 is equal to minus 1.5 u. This is minus, so bring over plus. So you will end up with 2.5 u. Then this will be 12.5. So u is equal to 5. Okay, so u equals to 5. Yeah. So when when the u is equal to 5, so let me get this branch over. So the question is asking, let me get the question over also. So the question is asking for ratio of number of duck left. So duck left is here. So it's u. Then number of geese left. So it's 11 minus u. Okay. So with this diagram, right, I just picked, okay, duck left is u. Then the geese left is simplified already, is 11 minus u. And then u is equal to 5. Okay, so it should be 5 to 6. Okay, so that's the reason why I say with the diagram, it's harder to make mistake. Because if you read the question is duck to geese, right? So duck is u, geese is 11 minus u. So I just give the question what the question wants. Okay, but if let's say you do it your way, what is your way? Your way is probably like like this. Let me show you what are the common mistakes students make. So your way probably is like this. So your way is this one. Basically, you just write this down. And then of course you have the, can you help me get rid of your yes here? Thanks. So let me just show you. Hmm. Oh, okay. So let me get rid of this first. Good. Hmm. So this is probably um, what students do. Okay. Okay. So basically, they just keep solving questions. Okay. So this is their work. This one is for this. This one is for this. Okay. So once you solve all this, right? You know, once you solve this, then you start to read the question. Is let's say duck to geese left. And you know, when you look at all this, right? When you look at all this, you have no statements. There is no statements. There is no statements to tell what is all this. Okay. And basically, you have all these numbers here, but you don't know which one to pick. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have your this diagram, if you have this branch here, if you have your this branch here, you have all the working. So what you need to do is, oh, what I need to do next is I need to pick the u to 11 minus u. That's why I end up with this. Okay, so that's why I say it's good to have this diagram, which is the branch. Okay, so I hope once again you start to appreciate, okay, the beauty of the branch, okay, and the benefits of having the branch also. Okay, it helps you sort out all the very it basically help you sort out all the complexities. Okay, at least I find it so. Okay, so I hope you are convinced as well. Next, this question 15. Okay, good. So this question is yeah, like yeah, you could have just add this, and then of course once you have added this, then you just divide and conquer. Okay, the meaning of divide and conquer is you split this into familiar shapes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This number pattern question, I think it's quite simple. Last one. How come? How many white squares are there? You want to reattempt this? Because I thought if you can get this, you can get this. You are supposed to get this, right? Okay. You want to reattempt this? If you still get it wrong, then we will look at it together. Please reattempt this first. Okay, on a piece of paper. Let me also look at it. This is this is 9. This is 13. This is 4. This is 4. Oh, okay. me get this question to the PowerPoint. Five to eight, right? So can you check whether 528 is the correct answer? Oh, 528 is correct. Okay. Wait, hold on. I'm also trying to identify the pattern. This is pattern. Okay, number of gray, number of white, and total number. Okay, good. So this is 4 times. Three times. 5, and this is 2 times. Okay, so can I ask you for this one, the total square, is it, okay, let's say 5th. Is it like 5 times 9? So it's 45 for total square. So your 10 is, okay, good. Okay, so that's the pattern. So what this question wants you to do is, let's say let's we look at this. Okay, so the number one is very simple. So let's go for B first. So the pattern is the total for total, okay, sorry, for total squares, right, is the figure number times the first, okay, which odd number. That's why I observe the figure number odd number. So it means if the figure number is 10, right, then you need to find out the 10th odd number, and then you times it, then you get the answer, right? So yeah, so basically that's how you do it. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, you know. Okay, let me do it. Let me arrange them in an order that I'm comfortable with. Okay, good. So this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the 10th one is 19. So basically you are supposed to get 10 times 19. That is 190. So the second answer should be 190, right? Yes. Okay. So therefore, with this, then you can start to get the, so pattern 18, right? So pattern 18 is, 18 times the, you are supposed to find the 18th odd number. Okay. So what you can do is just continue. So you can have 21, then 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, then 35, and then 37. Let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's 35, right? So 18 times 35. So this will give you just 630. This will give you 630. Total is 630, right? Okay, good. Then of course, then you have to look at this. Okay. Can I ask you over here? This is, if I'm not wrong, right? This is let me see. This is 2 times 3, and this is 3 times 4. No, not this. And this is 4 times 3, and this is 6 times 3. Is this the pattern? Then this one will be 3, this will be 8, right? Is this the pattern? For gray. Can I ask what is your, how many gray squares? 6. Pattern 6, right? So pattern 6, the gray one is it 30? Let me see your answer. Is it 30? Yes, it's 30. Okay. So therefore, yeah, so this is the pattern for number of gray. Are you following? Or can you follow? Okay, good. So yeah, thanks. So if you can follow, then yeah, what I want to do is, let me get it. So for the pattern 18, so let me get rid of this. So the pattern for number of gray is this is your, hold on, this is your it's always let me see, how should I put it? It's always this is the something like this. Okay, so second figure is, so how you start is this. So you start from 0, then 2, 4, 6, 8. Then you come back to 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Then yes, this is the first one. This is the second one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I shouldn't, they ask for pattern 18, right? So I need to go until pattern 18. So let me continue. This is 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, then 30, 32, 34, 36, and then 38. So this is 11, 12, 13, then 14, then 15, then 16, 17, 18. 18 is 34. Okay, so it's 34 times 3. This is 102. Yes, so 102. So just minus. This is 8. This is 2. This is 5. 5 to 8. Yes. For white. Yes, 5 to 8. So the answer is where's your, hold on. Where are all my stuff? Yep, the answer is 5 to 8. 是吧? Yes, okay. So yeah, so basically what you need to do is you need to identify the pattern for this one. You also need to identify the pattern for this one. There you can get this minus. Okay, so I will say this number pattern question is very good. Okay, this number pattern question is slightly different from those we are so used to. Okay, so I think it's good to do something that is not so common. Okay, all right, good. So let's move on to the speed question. Just now, the speed question that you get wrong. Is this the last question? Oh no, 17. Oh, 17, you get it correct. This is which contain this and category contain this. Then gave okay, good. Let's go to the question that you get wrong, the speed question. So okay, number one thing you need to do is you need to manage to sketch this out. So if you cannot sketch it out, then it's harder to do this question. Just get it this. Okay, so what it says is you have town A and B. And this is 389. And at 11, this Gary left for town B, so Gary is here. So 11.5 here. So you go this way. For town B, left for town B. So it means the side. Sorry. So Gary. Okay. Then he traveled at this speed for 2 hours and 45 minutes before increasing. So basically what you do is 76, you times this is in hour. Okay, so you also need to change this to hour. So 2 and 45 over the is 3 over 4. 15. Yes, so 3 over 4 hours. So this is this. So this is, let me use a calculator. So this is 76 times 2.75. So the answer is 209. Okay, good. 209. So basically travel 209 kilometer. So left, so this is 180. Yeah. Yes. Then increasing his speed by 4 kilometers for the rest. So increase by not 2, so it's by this plus. So it's for this journey is 80 kilometers per hour. All right. Then okay, what? So what was the time taken by Gary for the rest of the journey after he increased his speed? Then just use 180 divided by 80. So deng deng. So this is you get divided by 2, you get 9 divided by 2, you get 4. So this is 2 and 1/4. Or you can just leave it as 9 over 4 first. This is 9 over 4 hours. Right? Then they ask for what? So give your answers in hours, 2 and 1/4 hour. Yeah. What was his average speed for the whole journey from? Okay, how do you find average speed? Okay, average speed, the formula, remember, okay, even though you might not be tested, but anyway, average speed is always the total distance divided by the total time. So the total distance is this 389. The total time is, so the total time is for the remaining journey. Oh, your side is so weird. I thought what happened. So the time for the rest of the journey is 2 and 1/4. And then over here is 2 and 2 and this. Yes. So it's okay. So you end up with what? You end up with this is 5 hours. So 389 divided by 5. Okay, 389 divided by 5. 389 divided by 5. So 71.8. 71.8 kilometer per hour. Yeah, so let me see what's your answer. 你的答案是okay. How come you get 77,495? No, can I ask You are you doing this like 76 plus 80 then divided by 2? Okay, you're not supposed to do this. Average speed, the formula. Oh no, okay, good. But anyway, it's okay. So basically the average speed is this. The average speed formula is total distance divided by total time. Total distance given by the question is 389. So I pick a 389 already. Then the total time is, this is the time for the remaining journey. Then this is the time given here, the time for the first journey. So you just take 389 divided by 5. And then you get 71.8 kilometer per hour. Okay, yeah, so the formula is pretty clear. All right, okay, so okay, we still have a bit of time. Can I share with you something I have here? Sharing, which is using one, yes. Using one is here. I got the, let me see. This is the one I got. 这个是 Have you tried the PSLE 2020 paper? Yes. So what was your score for that? Did we go through the paper? Did 什么 did not count, but pretty good, right? 是吗 Question mark. Okay, never mind. So because Yuxing did not do very well for the this PSLE 2020 paper. So that's why I want to okay, I'll share with you this. Hold on, let me just get this to the yeah, good. This here. So this is just one of the papers of PSLE. Okay, so I want to take a look at this question. Okay. Of course, just ignore what she has attempted. Okay, over here it says what, a trapezium ABC, a right angle triangle AB. Okay, this is a right angle triangle. And then a trapezium is this ABC. Okay, good. And draw on a square. Okay, good. Draw another trapezium ABCF. ABCF. So A, B, C, F. F means such that AF is longer than BC. Longer than BC, that means I thought F should be somewhere here, right? Oh, of course, the F can be here also. I mean, okay, there are a few ways to draw lah. Okay, so if you want to continue, so BC is this much, right? So it says the AF, let me see, AF is longer than BC. So basically, I need to extend it a bit. Okay, so as long as it's longer than it. So what I need to do next is just show AF is here. Okay, so of course, you must be asking, can I draw it here? The answer is yes, you can. So there is no fixed answer. Okay, there's no fixed answer. So A, B, C, F. But it must be a trapezium. So can I ask you, is ABCF a trapezium here? If I draw it here, is this one a trapezium? No. Why not? Why not? Why is not a trapezium? Is it because like it's not parallel? Are you saying like, oh, because this is not parallel? Okay, good. So yeah, so that's the thing. Okay, you need to make sure that these two must be parallel. Okay. So in order for this and this to be parallel, okay, so you need to use you need to use the ruler. So to make it such that you draw it, okay, such that, let's say, okay, so let me just tilt it first. Okay, good. This is parallel. So move it such that probably it connect to this part. Okay, then you draw it. Okay, okay. This is the ABCF. ABCF. Okay, good. Next. So draw another triangle ABG such that it has the same area as ABE. So you need to draw ABE, ABG. Okay, good. ABG. Such that same area. So okay, how do you find the area of this? I guess this is this 1 unit. Then this is this 1 unit. Let me erase this and look at it. No, this is not 1 unit. You cannot read it that way. But all you can do is, okay, there's another way you can do it is, you can take this as the base. So you make sure that you have the same height. Okay, because it's 90. So this is the base, this is the height. This is same area. Okay, so same area means you need to have this same height. No? Because if you have the same base, you have the same height, then you end up with the same area. So triangle ABG must not overlap with trapezium ABCD. So that means it cannot be this side. Okay, it can go any other side. Okay, so one thing I can so ABG such that. Okay, then how do you do it? Okay, so if this is the height, then this is the base. So you need to find the ABG. So you see chose this point. But if you choose this point, right, I think you can see, right, this height H is longer than this. So that means this ABG is not the same area already. Am I right? Am I right or not? Yeah. So you cannot choose this point. Okay. So if you choose this point, let's say you choose this point, then it's the same thing. You also let me see, draw another triangle. Okay, cannot. Then how? So that means you need to choose another point. Okay, you choose another point. So let me see. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if you can use a ruler. What you can do is you can measure this, and then you can measure this. Okay. Then because once you measure this, right, then you could have done this. Then because once you measure this, you can find out the actual length already. So the base is equal to how much, the height is equal to how much, right? So with this, then you can measure the actual length. Then you can actually have the actual area already. Okay. So once you have the actual area, then you can actually basically get the point G already. Okay. I don't think this will be the point, but whether you choose this G as the point, the thing is you just have to make sure that it has the same height. Or actually I can find out the answer already. Okay, so what you could have done is this. You need to have the same height, right? Very simple. This is the height, right? So you just make sure as you extend it. Yeah? So you extend the height, then you can get this G already. So just link it up. Yeah. So this is the answer. Why? Because this is the base. You use the same base, and then the height is still the same height. So this is the triangle. So for this question, for this ABG, right? There is only one fixed answer. 可以吗? Okay. Then yeah, that's it. Okay. So what they are testing you here is they are testing you this. If I'm going to so let's say you are given a right angle triangle. Okay. What they are testing you is you want to have the same area, right? What you need to do is this. So let's say the height is this. Okay. So this is the base. Okay. So okay, let me change the color so you don't get confused. So this is the height, right? So what you need to do is you need to get it, the height is always the same. Then you just extend it until it reaches such a point. Okay. So meaning what? Meaning this triangle is also having the same. Okay, let me combine it. Put them. Right. So these two triangles have the same area. The reason is the same base, and then you also have the same height. Okay, so basically they are testing you this. Okay, good. So any other question for me? No. Okay, good. If not, then we will end the lesson here. And then yeah, thank you for your cooperation and your mom's cooperation. So thanks for all the work you have done. Very well printed out or very well scanned. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you. So bye-bye.